So as promised just a couple of days back in that review for the Adistar 3, in today's video we're gonna have a look at something a bit more expensive for the same Adistar range, but feel more premium as well. So yet again, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Hello guys, and welcome back for a brand new review. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and also giving me a like. It will really help out the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm going to review in the next few days. In today's video guys, we're going to have a look at another member of this Adistar range, which dropped alongside the Adistar 3.0, for which I dropped a review just a couple of days back. So let's go ahead and take them out of the box, which as the previous Adistar release will come in the same box, which will be in this black color, and on top we're gonna have the big Adidas logo in this gray color. So let's just go ahead and take them out guys. So in today's video guys, we're gonna have a look at a slightly more expensive release coming for this range, and this one will be the Adistar BYD. So just a couple of days back guys, I dropped my review for that Adistar 3.0, which for sure looked and felt much better than the 2.0 from last year. I really felt that that one was a very good upgrade, and it was also coming at a very decent pricing of just £120. But it seems that almost in the same time with that one, we got also an even more expensive release for this Adistar, which will be the today's release, and this one is called the Adistar BYD, which is available here in the UK in two color combinations. And these ones dropped for the retail price of £165, which will be around 180 or 190 US dollars, making this one also a bit more expensive than the brand new release of the Ultra Boost 5, for which yet again I dropped a review last week. But I guess in a way this pricing is a bit justified, as this one will bring some better materials than the Ultra Boost and also the Adistar 3.0, which will include a nicer mesh material for this upper, which in my opinion feels a bit premium. And we're also gonna have a mix of two materials for this midsole, and it seems that in between these two we're also gonna have like a plate. So I guess these two technologies for sure will cost more to be put together. Nevertheless, I don't actually feel that this one is too expensive, and given that this one actually feels quite nice on foot, I would say that this one is worth it. But as I'm advising you in most of my reviews, you can just wait for a couple of months. These ones for sure will go on sale. So let's go ahead and also do a small breakdown of this one guys. So as you can see, for this upper we're gonna have a mix of a few materials. For the front part and also for the midfoot, we're gonna have this very nice gray mesh material, which will have a very nice texture. But this one feels that it's gonna have some recycled content, as most of these releases coming from Adidas, which will be at least 20%. Nevertheless, this one feels much nicer than the Adistar 3.0, which actually felt a bit more plasticky. So besides this material, we're also gonna have here at the back like a canvas material covering most of this heel section, and just at the back of the heel section we're gonna have this felt material, which on top will have this Adidas logo, which will be a rubberized one in this green color. So as other overlays, we're gonna have these three stripes here in the midfoot in this black color, and on the lateral side we're also gonna have written Adistar BYD on the last stripe. So these stripes actually will be the same for lateral and medial side. Then for the actual lacing system, we're gonna have some punch out holes, and we're also gonna have these loops in this green color, which will keep in place these flat gray laces. And underneath these laces guys, we're gonna have a pretty thin tongue, I would say, which will be made out of the same mesh material as the one used here at the front of the shoe. But this one, as the Adistar 3.0, will have here at the top this rubberized fused material, which will also have the Adidas logo in this black color. and this rubberized material will keep in place these laces. Going now inside of the shoe, guys, for this one you're gonna have this gray lining, which underneath will have a good amount of padding, which I felt that it's keeping my foot quite good in place. And also at the bottom we're gonna have this new type of insole, which was present on the Adistar 3.0 which will come in this black color, and this one will have a lot of these perforation holes. And as usual, here at the heel section we're gonna have this Adistar imprinted, which this time will come in this white color. So now, guys, we can go to this very interesting looking midsole, which will be made out of two materials. So the bottom one will be this Repetitor 2.0, while the top part will be a Light Strike Pro, which, as you might know, it's used in more expensive releases coming from Adidas. And it seems that in between these two we're gonna have this distance drive carbon infused plate, which for sure will give an extra stability for these two materials. So overall, guys, I would say that this one has a very interesting design, and in the same time this one feels also quite lightweight, and the level of comfort is quite good. For sure this one is like a more stable version of the Adistar 3.0. So now, guys, we can go to this continental rubber outsole, which will come in this black, gray, white and green colorway, which for sure has a very interesting design. We're also gonna have a lot of cutouts to expose the foam used in the midsole. We're also gonna have a small peak here in the midfoot for this distance drive carbon plate, and for sure coming from Continental it will also last longer. As in for the actual sizing, guys, for me, as I have a skinny feet, for this one I just went with my true to size, and this one fits me just fine. And I would say that it's gonna be roughly the same for people with normal feet, but just in case you have wide feet, guys, most definitely I would suggest to go with at least a half size up, just to make sure that this one is not gonna be too tight for you. So overall, guys, this is a brand new release coming from Adidas for this Adistar BYD, which dropped shortly or almost in the same time with the Adistar 3.0. In my opinion, it's a very interesting looking pair of running shoes, which if I'm not mistaken, it's an improvement of that Adistar 3.0. In my opinion, it feels that the midsole it's almost the same as that one, but for this one we're gonna have this carbon plate in between these two types of materials. And of course, this one will come at a slightly higher retail price. We're also gonna have some better materials used for this upper, which in my opinion feels a bit more premium. And yet again, in my opinion, these ones actually feel much nicer than the materials used for the upper of the Ultra Boost 5, which dropped last week. So in case you want a pair of running shoes, guys, which will be like a performance one, for sure this one will be a bit better than the Adistar 3.0, as we're gonna have two types of materials for this midsole and also that stability carbon plate. So it seems that Adidas is pushing in the last 2 years a lot of pairs of running shoes, which in my opinion it's sometimes a bit confusing. We have for the same range so many different releases. In the same time, I think it's a good thing that we have more options to choose from, but nevertheless, guys, I find that this one it's a very interesting looking with a very good level of comfort, which for sure will be quite perfect for long distance running. But as I've said in my previous review for that Adistar 3.0, in case you feel that the price is slightly a bit higher, you just need to wait for a couple of months. For sure these ones will go on sale as well. So yeah, guys, this was my unboxing and reviewing of this brand new release coming from Adidas for this Adistar BYD. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm going to review in the next few days. Of course, if you want to have a look at any of my latest reviews, you can choose from any of the videos which you have now on the screen. And as always, I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching!